was listening to a new podcast, Bulletproof Screenplay, and he has like Filmpreneur. It's a new channel that Alex Ferrari has, and it's been very insightful. So I haven't listened to his podcast in a little bit, maybe a few months. I was telling my mentor about it, that I was listening to these podcasts, and he seemed to be okay with it, but as time went on, he was like, I know you like to listen to those podcasts. Like, it's almost like this jealousy of the fact that, because when I said I listened to him, there's some stuff that he was teaching me. I would hear them in the podcast from other people, but the people they had a lot of experience in the industry. They're from all aspects of film or video, music. They have a lot of different skills, so I would want to listen to these people. It's not that I'm like depending on them or say relying on them for information, but it seems that when I mentioned to my mentor about the fact that I was listening to these podcasts, is almost like this jealousy or this bitterness that I was listening to something when he could teach me. But the thing is that we look at what other people have done in their past, and that they could stand on their word, on their experience, on their knowledge, and that they're actually doing it and they're making it happen. Because people could talk, and they could talk, but doing actions, getting it done. Well, in this podcast, a guy named Luke Newman that has he has a film he does color grading, and he has like experience with YouTube. He mentioned that we should focus on right now, on the present time, not worry about what we did in the past, and not think about what we are going to do in the future. That we have to focus on right now, on the present time, and what we could do right now with what we have available to us, whether we know people or our skills, what resources we have available to us right now. And that resonates with me, because I always try to talk about what you have right now, your skills, your knowledge, the people you know. What could you do to get what you want done and to stay busy? Because I've done Uber for several years, and recently I had to turn in the lease. It was around September, so it was kind of hard to get a car and to just get back on there, and I haven't really driven this year. So to survive, I've been doing DoorDash, and there's not a lot of money in DoorDash, but if you discipline yourself, then you can make some money, but you're not going to make as much as you make with Uber, because a lot of these restaurants control your time by how fast they have the orders out, and some restaurants make you wait. They don't have a good system intact, and I know which restaurants are not so good with with the orders. Like either they have the orders ready or they don't, and then the pickup times, like sometimes you have to drive out 25 minutes to get an order, and then all of a sudden you're having to wait a long time, and then the drop off is a long time, so you're spending too much time on per order. But sometimes it goes good and sometimes it goes bad, but you're not going to make a lot of money doing DoorDash. But I find the value of doing DoorDash is that you'll meet people that you normally would not meet, and say in the mall or at Starbucks. Like, you're not going to go up to them while they're having a conversation, but since you're connected and you drop off their food and they want to know what you're doing on the side, or what your dream is, or then you can have that conversation. So that's the value of it. Sometimes we don't look at the value of our resources around us and what we could do daily. That if you're doing in the gig economy, if you're doing these jobs like food delivery or driving, or they have like weed delivery, and they have a lot of different things that you can do, and you meet people, because when you're delivering, you have that more close connection with the person you're delivering to, so you can have that conversation. It's almost like it opens the door for you to talk. And that's the resources that I think in the present time that we should focus on, is like what we can do, like get our business cards printed out, make sure we have our social media, whether it's Instagram or we have our Facebook or Twitter. But always maximize your time, but don't spend so much time on social media, like on Instagram, trying to post all day long, feeling that you need to have that voice out there so people see you and that they're paying attention and they're giving you this value that you feel that you need to feel worth. That know that you're valuable, you are a human being, and just feel good about yourself. And what the guy mentioned, I think it was Luke, is that you have to be happy. You have to be happy with life, with the journey, with the steps. And just like Alex Ferrari would say, is that don't look at the mountain, focus on the steps to get to the top. If you look at the mountain, you might have this fear and you may not do it and you may be afraid. So he was saying something like, if you live and if you fear, like, say, being homeless, or eating a certain meal, like, say, if you're just eating beans or ramen, then why don't you do it? Why don't you do what you are afraid of doing? The fear that you have, why don't you just do it, so then you could get rid of that fear? So if you get into those moments, then you know that you could handle it because you already experienced it. You experience all the uncomfortable moments, that you're not going to worry that you're going to be in those moments and that you're going to have too much pride, or your ego is going to get deflated if you're in these moments. Just expose yourself to things that make you feel uncomfortable so you can gain some confidence, and then they won't block you in the future. And then also what Luke Newman was saying is that if we only focus on results and when times are going good, that we'll only be happy 5% of the time. That we have to look at everything and just appreciate, even, he said, the mundane moments and the moments that we may take for granted. That if we don't have anything going on, that we have some peace and quietness, and that we could relax, and that's having that freedom. That he mentioned something about, they were saying in a book or something, that do the things that others won't do, so you could live the life, that others won't live. So what others don't do, so you could live the life that others won't live. So if you make sacrifices now and you do all the things you need to do, and you stay active, you're proactive, you're a go-getter, and you do everything, and you work hard, and you just do the grunt work, and you do it enough, you practice, and you're prepared, that when your time is ready, like to say engage, that you're going to be ready. It's like if they call you up to do an audition, if you're not ready, you're not going to get the part. But if you are ready and you prepared and you've done 1,000 auditions, and that one that is meant for you, you get, then, or if you have to pitch a script and you do it right because you were prepared, then you're going to get that opportunity. But if you're not prepared, then you may not get that opportunity. It's unlikely that you will. So that you always stay prepared, but don't wait too long, and don't have all this fear about waiting and until you feel like you're comfortable, until there's a better time. That there's not going to always be a better time. It's just sometimes we just have to do it. We can't just keep waiting because the years keep going by, and every year that goes by is another wasted opportunity, and that we just have to just get it done. Like practice, and that if we just focus on just putting our work out there because we need people to see it, and it has to be, get that digital footprint online, why not just do it for ourselves? And then when we're ready to produce quality work, then we can put it up there because we'll be so good at it. So just remember to focus on right now. Don't think of the past, and don't think of what we're going to do in the future, as Luke Newman said. And until the next time, value yourself, respect yourself, love yourself. Peace out.